the first of many passengers, or at least that's the hope for these new direct flights from Hanoi to London. Run by Vietnam Airlines, this touchdown would not have been possible little over a year ago. But since then, the UK and Vietnam have signed a strategic partnership aimed at boosting trade and cooperation. The idea is that transport ties can be the main mover of economic development. With direct flights between the two countries, it should be easier to foster trade, investment and tourism. And that's something that can only bring more opportunities, the policymakers are saying. And they were busy signing more agreements last week. The UK and Vietnam transport ministries set out the legal framework for a further expansion of air services between the two countries. They also set up the prospect of cooperation in the maritime industry as well.
We've signed agreements on air transport and other trade and investment areas. We also learned from the UK's experiences in governing transports with issues ranging from air transport safety and security, as well as infrastructure development, transport development planning, and so on.
It wasn't just the politicians who got involved. Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, hosted a Vietnam-UK business forum in Buckingham Palace. The view of delegates was that the meetings would go a long way to enhancing business relations between the two nations.
Well, hopefully better relationships with the people over there, the businesses as well as the government, and maybe discover some opportunities.
We have an office in India already, and we're looking to expand further into Asia via Vietnam.
We're looking to find ways to really power growth for companies, startup companies, to export to some of the growing markets in the Far East.
Vietnam may be the current focus, but the UK has launched a campaign aimed at boosting exports to a total of 12 Asian nations. Already Vietnam's second biggest trading partner in Europe, the UK is aiming higher. The question now is if a few extra flights can ensure both sides are properly open for business. Hà My, BBC News, London.